All right. See, that lady, she doesn't lie. She's always she's always there to let the people know.
That's good. A nice lady.
Yes. Hello, everyone, and welcome to a very laid-back edition of El Supercast. With me today is a newcomer called Brendoman.
Hello.
You come from the land of bags and boards, is that correct?
Yes, that is true.
And you also have a webcomic, is that true?
Yes, it's called Brax the Alien Rocker.
Oh, very interesting. Well, hopefully some of the audience here will be able to check that out. See what it's all about.
Yeah, it's braxcomics.com.
So let's get right down to business here.
All right.
We were at something that was pretty cool.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah, Comic-Con.
Yes, Comic-Con was pretty awesome this year. Had a good time.
Oh, do tell. What kind of panels were you able to see?
Oh man, I went to more panels this year than I did in the last 4 years combined.
Really?
Yeah, it was nuts. Thursday, we started off by going to the Danny Elfman panel. And then I went to Kevin Smith's Batman Widening Gyre panel.
Yeah,
and then
it
was awesome.
I wanted to go, but I'm not sure if because I was only there Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
And by the time I got there, I was already into photo taking mode, and I was like, if I go to panels, I'll go if I feel like it. If not, I'm just gonna be around here doing my own thing.
Yeah, it was good. And then we just decided on a whim to see if we could get into Hall H, and we made it in for Red, J.J. Abrams, and Joss Whedon, The Expendables, and Scott Pilgrim vs. the World.
Now Hall H, that has a rather infamous thing.
Yes. Happened on Saturday?
Was it on Saturday?
Yes, because
that seems right. Yes, that is correct.
Yeah. So while we were in line, or I was at a panel, and we were going to head over to Hall H, and all of a sudden my friend texted me, and he's like, "I'm in the hall. Some dude just got stabbed in the eye. They've shut down the hall." And I was like, "Oh, jeez, what the heck?" And then when we got there was cops everywhere, and they weren't letting anybody in for like 45 minutes. They delayed the Marvel panel got delayed, and then Kevin Smith's panel got delayed by like an hour. And then it turned out the dude didn't even get stabbed, I guess. It was like a scratch.
A scratch?
That's what I was told later. That's what, like, when the official word... Because you know how it is, like, people get on Twitter, and before you know it, it turns into, I heard a dude was crawling around Hall H with his eyeball hanging out, and they took this big dude, and they took him out in a straitjacket. Like, you know how it's like it's like a giant game of telephone.
Yes.
That's pretty much, yeah.
They take it and they blow it way out of proportion.
Indeed. So how was your Comic-Con experience?
Well, mine was most enjoyable. You know, I spent most of my time taking pictures and hanging out with all the people that were dressed up, and I also did my fair share of dressing up as well. The only panel that I was able to get myself in was the Venture Brothers panel.
Oh, nice.
Yes, it was nice. But I'll tell you one thing that wasn't nice. And this really ticks me off. I get into the damn line to ask my damn question. And, well, as you can see, I'm still rather upset about it.
I can tell.
Yes, but, you are a newcomer to this podcast. I'll let you in on some information. When I'm upset, that's the best part of me. That's what people love to see. So that's how this thing works.
Cool. Feel free to get upset, man.
Had I have been, I believe, the fifth person that was ahead of me had the last question. So had that person been me, I would have brought the freaking house down with my question.
Don't you hate that? And then some idiot asks some stupid question or asks like...
Yeah, I was ready to put Doc Hammer right on the scene. So I was going to ask him something really obscure that only a chosen few would have known.
Yeah.
Yeah, his involvement with the Ken PD Snodcast. That's for damn sure.
I enjoy that podcast.
Oh yes, it's in my top 10.
That is one of our sister podcasts on a site called Fred.com.
It seems like Kevin Smith has been all over the place with all these new casts.
Yeah,
that has
loading it up.
That has been keeping me afloat because it seems like everyone else is on hiatus.
Well, he just put up one yesterday called Blowhard with Malcolm Ingram that I was lucky enough to be there when they recorded it, and it's hilarious.
Oh,
very funny.
So you were in the what do they call it, the Smod Castle? Is that where?
Indeed. Indeed.
So describe the Smod Castle to everyone. Is it really castle-like? Are there towers and knights and stuff like that?
Not quite towers and knights, but there are many hockey. It's like a hockey museum meets stoner paradise, meets an art gallery, meets a theater. You know, it's a cool place to come watch a show.
See, that sounds very cool.
Yeah, and we got our Bagged and Boarded live show Friday night.
Oh, and how did that go?
It was good. I came on with a special guest because now that we're live, we gotta step it up a notch.
So hold on. Is it now the Brendoman 5 minutes then?
Well, this time it was the Brendoman, I would say. Well, I still had my few couple minutes where it was just me and my guest talking, and then we joined Matt and Jesse for the remainder of the show. But now for future episodes, for instance, this Friday, Jesse's not going to be there in person, so we're having a guest. Malcolm Ingram is going to be on with us.
That should be interesting.
Yes.
Yeah. You know what? One of the things that I am surprised and also happy that has become pretty epic is the Tell 'em Steve Day.
Oh yeah, I love that show. Good show.
That has been. They have done some really good podcasts so far. I like that one about the whole bit about the flea markets and what's been going on in that area. And
yeah, totally.
I found that very fascinating.
Who would have thought that I would end up listening to Brian and Walt at a flea market for 4 hours and been thoroughly entertained?
It's like this, man. The long ones, when you have to work for an extended amount of time, those long podcasts, it makes the time flow.
Indeed.
Yeah, I think that's one of the good ones. I like that one. I pretty much like all of them. Especially the ones where it's Smod'em Steve Day, where they're all together.
Yeah.
And all
yapping it up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute. I gotta ask you this.